Hello. Episode
Yes.
20 of Between a Rock and a Ninja Man.
Yeah, exactly. Episode 20 of Between a Bald Rock and a Bald Ninja Man.
Exactly.
Look, you can see I'm thinning right here, actually.
That's how you start. Just kidding. Mine actually started right here.
Most people who go bald start back here. Most people who don't go bald start up here.
So I wanted to touch base on the game censorship topic we discussed last week.
Just briefly.
So, yeah, true. Just briefly. So as of right now, the live verified signature count is up to 247,534, which isn't a lot more from last week.
No.
I was expecting that to probably not be double, but I was expecting it to be up.
I was too. I mean,
quite a lot.
At least 400, right?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like minimum 300,000, because it was at, I don't remember the exact number, but I think it was at like 220,000
Something
week,
like, yeah.
I think
It was in 200.
It was over two. Yeah, it was over 200,000 for sure. So, and it got that within like a couple days. So I was like, dude, that's crazy momentum. It did not carry it on. So I don't know. Hopefully those are enough signatures to ruffle some feathers, because there was more touching on that topic as well from other people. So it's not just us, obviously, that think this is gonna, or this could bleed over into just like shooting games, action games.
True.
So a lot of people are theorizing that games like GTA 5 and like Saints Row and Duke Nukem are obvious next targets if this actually keeps panning on, which is pretty much exactly like what we were saying. Like that's why, like, the games that are currently affected, whatever. But it's just the fact that you are trying to censor the games. It's just not a good sign. Like where is the line? Where does the line get drawn? And the company that is like spearheading this, they're called Collective Shout. They actually already went after GTA 5 in 2014. So for saying it encourages players to brutally murder women for entertainment, specifically women.
Hey, man.
So yeah,
even if that's what the game was about, you should be able to have that game.
Like, if that's all the game was about, like, it's weird.
It's super weird if that's all the game's about. But that's not even an objective of the game. It is something you can do. It's a byproduct of the freedom those systems give you. But
I don't even know if I'd say the game encourages brutally murdering women over men in general, though. Like that.
The game doesn't encourage that at all. It just gives you the tools to be able to do that. So you can do that if that's the kind of way you want to play the game. It's self-report, dude. They're self-reporting.
They couldn't stop playing GTA and brutally murdering women, so they're like, "Oh, we gotta
get this game's about." Yeah,
we gotta get this out of the hands of every American. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's such a weird, slippery slope. I really hope that what's the fucking word I'm looking for?
Petition?
Yes, thank you. I hope that petition gets enough signatures to reverse this.
I mean, 250,000 signatures is that's nothing to sneeze at. Like that's a lot.
Is it anything to sneeze twice at?
Okay, double barrel sneeze gun. For those of you who don't know, every time Ninja Man sneezes, he goes twice. To sneeze.
True.
Very fast. I don't actually know how you do that. I've never met anyone who, dude. Speaking of sneezing, my mom, she be sneezing like 14 times in a row, and it's like It's like, shut the fuck up, dog. God damn, get it out. I don't even like sneezing once. This bitch sneezing 14 times in a row.
Yeah, whenever I hear like numerous sneezings, it like after the third one, I'm like, all right, brother, you're gonna stop. Like I'm not blessing you anymore. No more blessings. Not doing it.
Yeah, shut the fuck up at this point, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. So Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which is a fucking mouthful of a title.
Vampire
Has
Bloodline. I already fucked it up, dude. Vampire Masquerade?
The Masquerade.
Jesus Christ. Bloodlines?
Bloodlines 2.
Jesus.
It's a sequel to a game from 2004, by the way.
Right.
Which there's been lots of Vampire the Masquerade games.
Right.
This is just specifically a sequel to Bloodlines 1. They actually, so I thought this game was getting pretty close to release, as did a lot of people, because they dropped Blood Hunt, which ended up being like a battle royale bloodline vampire shooting game. I don't know. It was really weird.
It was like if you made, God, what was that game called? It was like if you made Prototype, but they were vampires.
That's a relatively decent
and then made it like a 12-person battle royale. I don't actually remember how many players it was, but it wasn't that many. It didn't feel like
12 might be spot on. They killed that game too, didn't they?
I don't know, but it had drops and everything on Twitch. You played it a little bit.
I did. I actually hopped on that immediately, like when it first came out, because I'd been looking forward to the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Seemed like a cool game. I like a good story mode game, and shout out vampires.
True.
So that came out, and that came out like during the heat of battle royale games, and I was even really good at it. Like I played the opening like week.
True.
Maybe not opening day, but I played opening week and got a few solo wins, and that was something I never did in PUBG. I don't think I ever got a solo win in PUBG. Not that I've really played a lot of solo, but all I was doing was pretty much playing solo in that, and I actually got.
I don't think I've ever played solo PUBG.
Yeah, I want to see if they. I'm pretty sure they killed that.
If they didn't, it's basically dead. I bet no one is playing it. It's like as dead as Marauders is.
Exactly, dude. Probably. What the fuck is Vampire Blood Hunt? I think, right? That sounds right in my head. Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. Came out in 2022.
It came out September 7th, 2021.
I'm looking on Steam.
I'm looking on Google.
Shout out Google.
This says it's not shutting down. Development on the game has ended. Servers will remain online. And the game will still be playable as long as there is an active player base.
Okay.
I don't know when this is from. This is from 2023. So, grain of salt. That was a while ago. It was May 2023. So,
it has recent reviews. So, yeah, it has recent reviews. As of July 28th is the most recent one. So okay, they didn't kill it. They just are not going to be updating it, which really sucks, dude. It was such an interesting game. You have like a couple of different vampire archetypes, that have different special abilities.
True.
It was just an interesting take on the battle royale game mode.
Dude,
so anyways,
there were so many battle royales at one point. There's still, I mean, they still crank them out like all the time. Like there was Super People. You remember that one?
Yeah, I do remember.
There's that brand new one that already came out and died. That was like, it was like anime PUBG. It was called Fate Trigger. Everyone was plugging it for like a day or two, and then everyone just dropped it like the next day.
I don't even know if I heard about that.
It was so there were death boxes like Apex, and it kind of looked like it played like Apex. It was like a third person battle royale, kind of like Fortnite. But it looked most, to me anyway, it looked most like PUBG, third person PUBG.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure they just ripped like everything from PUBG. But I mean, you can do that with the Unreal Engine software because you can just rip assets. And Fortnite already exists within that, so you can just like make your own battle royale super easy.
Yeah. So yeah, when Vampire Bloodhunt came out, I thought Bloodlines 2 was right around the corner, and technically it was originally supposed to. So the game was first revealed in 2019. And then they pushed it back to March 2020, and then they pushed it back into 2021, and then they pushed it back to late 2024. And then
wait. They pushed it back. Hold on. They pushed it back from 2021 to later 2021, all the way to 2024. There was a 3-year jump. They're like, yeah, it's going to be at least 3 years now. Holy shit. It's not coming out.
So I think technically the 2021 to 2024 jump, I think they basically were just like, yeah, we don't know when it's coming out. Like we're going to touch it up.
So it was like
so then they were like, hey.
So they're like, we don't know. It's up in the air. And then at some point they're like, okay, maybe 2024. Okay.
Yeah. And then they pushed it back again. So as of the last pushback, which it was supposed to come out early 2025. Since that pushback, they have stated it is done. They are just polishing. So we'll see. A release date did randomly leak from a Filipino retailer.
Hell yeah! Shout out Philippines.
It is allegedly launching October of 2025, which is really fucking soon. But I mean,
really
like, if
soon.
it's done, that's
true,
reasonable.
Oh damn!
Supposedly it's been done for like a year, so that's a lot of time to polish it. So that game should fucking launch with no bugs or little to no bugs. Like that should be like the way games used to launch, where there'd be like a bug or two, but for the most part, you could probably play the game hundreds of hours and never actually stumble upon that bug.
True.
So we shall see. I don't know. I'm gonna look into that game when it releases. I'm a little worried. That is a lot of pushbacks. It's also jumped developers too, by the way. It's changed developers a couple of those times.
Well, that makes it make a little more sense then.
Yeah, because it might have been,
I'm sure,
scrapped and started from the ground up.
Well, but even just migrating everything, I'm sure takes a while. Like, could you imagine? You got to move all your files over. You got to collect all your files, all your assets, all your shit, and move it over. You got to find.
And you're working on someone else's shit, and you don't know how. Like, you don't know what the fuck they were doing necessarily.
Yeah, so you have to go through everything and figure out what the that makes more sense that it moved hands. You hear about that sort of thing in the Call of Duty community a lot, actually. Like,
like Raven and Sledgehammer and Infinity War. Yeah.
Fucking Treyarch and Treyarch. No, it's just been Treyarch actually. Treyarch has dumped their shit on Sledgehammer twice. Treyarch has just dumped their fucking game on Sledgehammer 2 times. And Sledgehammer's been like, this is why everyone fucking hates us, dog. We made Advanced Warfare the fucking best jetpack COD, and now everyone hates us because you dumped some fucking dog shit on us. Hopefully this new COD coming out this year is good. I have faith in Sledgehammer. They might be my favorite COD developer, despite the fact that they keep getting handed straight dog shit from Treyarch. Fuck Treyarch. I hate those kids. Those kids are stupid.
They had such a fall from grace too, man, because Treyarch had the zombie CODs.
Yeah.
The zombie COD and the good single player COD too, which like single player COD, like, you know, whatever. But like I always enjoyed the single players. Okay. I did.
You and J.O.
Hell yeah. And zombies was a cool mode. And they were like, Infinity Ward tried doing that shit with
Infinite Warfare.
the original MW2 had Spec
Spec
Ops.
Ops,
Spec
yeah.
Ops just never lived up
MW3 had
to it.
Spec Ops too. I liked it in MW3. It was a little better, a little more polished.
It was a little better.
Um,
And then I think their first attempt at that was they did Ghosts, right?
Infinity
someone
Ward?
else?
No, Infinity Ward
Yeah.
did that. Yeah.
Okay, so Ghosts had Extinction, which was like
I liked that too, actually.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It was interesting, like it was aliens or whatever. But like at least it wasn't like trying to full on copy Treyarch.
Right.
And then Infinite Warfare, like you said, had zombies. So did Sledgehammer's first game, Advanced Warfare. That had zombies too, and their zombies wasn't terrible.
Technically, Sledgehammer had worked on Modern Warfare 3 also. They worked on it with Infinity Ward. It's kind of crazy now because like one of the new CODs will come out, and like Beanox has worked on it, and Raven has worked on it, and Infinity Ward has worked on it. You dude, everyone's fucking had their hands on that shit, and they're still dog shit. Oh, brother.
I think that's probably the problem to a degree. There's too many fucking hands in the cookie jar.
Well, it's that they're trying to do too much because they're trying to balance the guns for Warzone, and they're trying to have Warzone, and they're trying to have multiplayer, and they're trying to have a single player. So like how Black Ops 6 was developed is it was a bunch of different teams, and like Treyarch wrote the story and like worked on zombies a little bit, and then they basically dropped the project to go work on their next game as soon as it launched. And that means Raven was handling the online and Warzone. And then Sledgehammer is doing the stopgap for this year's COD, which is more like a DLC, which is kind of like what Modern Warfare 3 was, which they did a really good job on that actually, but it just was too little content. Like, and their story kind of was ass because granted they had a year to make a story that was supposed to be on a 3-year COD. So I don't know. They're just they just keep fucking everything up.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Xbox, dude, I really feel like Microsoft is gonna pull out of the console game, or at least, I guess probably the console game, because like they can release their games on PC and PlayStation, but they just put a big console exclusive on hold that was supposed to come out. It's called Contraband, and it looked really fucking cool. So it was first unveiled in 2021 for the Series XS and PC, and it's pretty much received no updates since then.
Oh yeah.
Other than them halting work on it. And this is coming after the cancellations of Perfect Dark and Everwild, which also are supposed to be big console exclusives.
Well, and people were looking forward to those too.
They were, very much so. And I just feel like that's not a good look for them. Like, they already got their shit absolutely mollywopped this gen.
Yeah.
And last gen. So like this, I don't know. It just isn't a good look. I just saw this fucking leak too, and it's a leak, so like whatever. But it was talking about how the next Xbox is supposed to be so much more powerful than the PS6. Which like I know that was supposed to be the thing with the PlayStation 4 generation, but was that the case with the Series XS and the PS5? Was the Series Xbox better than or more powerful than the PlayStation 5? Do you know?
Yeah, the Series X was more powerful than the PS5. PS5 Pro is actually just barely stronger than the Series X.
And it came out like way after. So, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that doesn't necessarily matter anymore.
That's like a weird, they measure that with teraflops on like one on like one thing. Hold on, I think the PS5 Pro, I said that, but I'm pretty sure it's only like, okay, so it's
like marginally.
It's 16.7 teraflops on the PS5 Pro, and then Let me look at the Series X.
So how many teraflops fit in a football field?
Like if I know. Yeah, so Series
When you
X
stack
has
them horizontally.
Series X has 12 teraflops and PS5 Pro has 16.7. So I guess it is decently better considering the PS5 only had 10 teraflops. So
What's bigger, a teraflop or a flip flop?
a flip flop probably. I think a teraflop fits in like a pin needle. It's not really it's not really a measurement of that sort of unit though. It's like a processes per second type of fucking thing.
So it's volumetric, basically, is what you're saying.
I don't fucking know. It's like a rate. It's like,
Irate?
yeah, it's like a
like you're angry.
yeah. Here, let's just look it up. What's the fuck is a teraflop?
Yeah, that's how you should Google it. What the fuck's a teraflop?
I am. Okay, someone already has a Reddit thread. What the fuck is a teraflop? All right, a teraflop is a measure of computing power, specifically representing the ability of a computer or system to perform 1 trillion floating point operations per second. And that is notated as 10 to the power of 12.
I have more questions now.
1 teraflop system can perform 1 trillion of these calculations every second. To give you some context, it would take a human almost 32,000 years to do what 1 teraflop computer can do in 1 second.
So a PS5 can bench press more than you, me, and Daniel combined.
More than humanity combined, it sounds like. But yeah,
there's no shot.
The anyways, the Xbox Series X was stronger, but technically the PS4 I think was stronger than the Xbox One.
Oh, was it? Okay, I thought it was the other way around. But I mean, not that fucking matters. That is a minute point when no one's buying your shit.
Okay, the PS4 was stronger, but so back then the architecture was fucking stupid. PS4 had 1.8 and the Xbox had 1.3. So like we're 10 times better now.
That's crazy. I wonder how we're getting too off into the fucking teraflop weeds, but yeah. I wonder if that's the gap from fucking PS4 to PS5. I wonder what the gap from PS2 to PS3 was.
I don't even think we're doing teraflops.
3/4 of a teraflop. So yeah, I don't know. Xbox is in a really weird spot. They're over here fucking delaying games, canceling games. I really just feel like that's what they should do. I feel like they should get out of the console market and just develop games and make games for PC and PlayStation and just call it quits. And they could sink more money and resources into their games and probably have like straight banger games. They can still make controllers too. I know a lot of people prefer Xbox controllers, so they can still do that. I'll allow that. They can still make controllers.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're trying to make a more accessible PC though. And if they continue on that path, they might have something going for them because like
so Microsoft is making the PC too?
No,
what you're telling me?
Well, I mean, they made the PC one.
True.
No, what I meant is like, yes, it's a console, but say you ship a console with a controller. I mean, a PC with a controller, and it's got firmware that makes it run like a console. Like you can have, I don't know, a cheaper PC basically, and then maybe you could have Windows on it, and you could hook a keyboard and mouse up if you wanted to, but more like a console space. Like you would hook it up to your TV instead of to a monitor.
Yeah.
And if they go that route, they might have a market. Because like,
yeah, that's true.
You know, imagine you're sitting there and you're like, yo, I want to fucking surf the internet. You don't want to fucking use a controller, but you got a wireless keyboard that's like connected to your Xbox. And then you can just like fucking search some shit without having to get up from your shit. Because like sometimes I'll be sitting down watching a show and I want to look something up and I don't want to do it on my phone, so I get up and come over to my PC in the other room and look it up.
Yeah.
But like you could just do it from the comfort of your couch. If they do that, they probably have a market there. But otherwise, I fucking who knows.
Yeah,
just
true.
Just for shits and gigs, I looked up how many teraflops my GPU has, and apparently on a bad day it has 61 teraflops.
See, and that gets really confusing because allegedly
Allegedly,
the PS5
has
was
almost
supposed
20.
to be more. Yeah, allegedly the PS5 was supposed to be more powerful too than like top tier high end PCs. You remember when the PS5 first came out and that was like the thing?
Nah,
they were.
Dude, I heard that and I was like, bullshit, dude. There's no fucking way you're selling even if it's like $800, there's no way your $800 console is outperforming a $3,000 PC. There's just no way. And a fucking 5090 is $3,000 by itself now. So
Yeah.
you're looking at like a $4,500 PC.
Easily.
I don't know. There's no way. Like you can't sell it. Like if the PS5 Pro came out and it was like $2,000, I'd be like, okay, it could beat some PCs, but it wasn't. It was like 700.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, Battlefield 6 beta.
Hell yeah, baby.
You've been playing the shit out of it.
I wouldn't say the
thumbs
shit
up
out
or
of
thumbs
it.
down?
Oh, 2 thumbs up, brother. This shit is awesome. So
2 thumbs up.
I'll say to the podcast what I told you though. The beta has a very limited selection of weapons, maps, abilities, and gadgets.
Mm.
And it feels perfectly balanced. And I think there's only like 18 guns or something like that in the beta. In the full release, they said they're gonna have 40 guns at launch and 9 maps at launch, which 9 doesn't sound like that many, but they're gonna add more maps as time goes on. And they're a lot better at that than COD is. Let's see. I have played in the last 2 weeks, which just means over the weekend, 25 hours. Well, so I've had the game open for 25 hours. I don't think I was playing that whole time. I've probably played
some main menu idling, I'm sure.
I did a couple days of that actually. I definitely have played probably like 15 to 18 hours somewhere in there. Maybe more, who knows. But that's what Steam says. And right now, game feels great. I think everybody generally across the board is really enjoying the game.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of scared because if they just release the game as is, I think it'll be a great game. But they're gonna add all the other shit.
Probably won't do that.
Yeah, they're gonna add all that shit. They're gonna add all those extra guns. And so there's like there's 4 classes, right? And each class has gadgets. And the majority of the classes don't have they have like you have 3 gadget slots basically. And the majority of the classes had 3 gadgets. Well, I guess it's like each class has like a class ability and 2 gadgets. And then all the classes had 2 gadgets. So you didn't get to switch whatever gadget you had. Like there's no option to change which one you were using. And in the full launch, there will be options to change which you're using. And I can almost guarantee they're going to be breaking some shit there, like putting zip lines or grappling hooks or all kinds of wacky shit.
Boomerang.
Yeah, something stupid.
Flying suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Claymores.
So I also finally played it today.
Hell yeah.
I did not play a lot of 2042, but 2042 is the last Battlefield that I did play. I did like it, but it did not
wonky.
do well. Yeah, it was very wonky, as Ninja Man would say.
As he did say, actually.
So I have some stats here that are a little janky.
Wonky,
due to the
even.
fact that due to the fact that Battlefield also does launch on its own launcher, and these numbers are specifically from Steam. So I still feel like they do hold some light, and there's a couple
they
of
definitely
metrics
do.
too with it that are kind of crazy. So, Battlefield 6 open beta, it peaked over 521,000 concurrent players on Steam. That
Wow.
is fucking insane for a beta. Okay.
Yep.
So Battlefield 2042's peak, and this is the fully launched game on Steam, 107,376. Okay. Now, granted, like I said, that is also on EA's own launcher.
Right.
So,
well, and you also have to remember it's a $70 game, or I guess it was 70 versus free.
Well, so here's the thing with that though. Battlefield 2042's open beta peak was only around 156,000 concurrent players on Steam. Call of Duty's peak concurrent players on Steam is 491,000,
which is kind of a lot, but you have to remember that no one is playing Call of Duty on Steam. They're playing on Battle.net. They're playing on console. Call of Duty used to have a fucking live player count on their lobby. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I used to get on Black Ops and then they'd see that there were 1.7 million people on and be like, God damn. And that was when it was console exclusive. There were 1.7 million people on like PlayStation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that like just the Steam numbers, Battlefield's in a really good spot, I think.
Yeah. This is the most popular open beta ever on Steam.
Wow.
It's even contending up there with like Dota 2 and like Counter-Strike and shit like that, which is kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
Granted, it's an open beta, but that's still insane to think about. And taking most popular open beta ever, which it took from Monster Hunter Wilds, I think.
Yeah, the new one.
That's just fucking insane to think about. So I don't know. We'll see. Battlefield, they've always said this for as long as I can remember. They always refer to themselves as the COD killer. There's actually a chance that maybe this year they do some damage. This isn't going to be the Battlefield to kill COD, but this could be the Battlefield that starts the downfall of COD.
Well, so here's the thing. We just had a really not great Treyarch game come out because Treyarch is dog shit. And Sledgehammer's about to put a fucking DLC out at the price of a full cost game. I think Sledgehammer's going to make a good game. They have traditionally made good games. A lot of people shit on fucking Vanguard. But there's a whole fucking Vanguard's a whole fucking I forgive them for Vanguard because what Activision did to Sledgehammer. Mostly the fact that Activision closed Sledgehammer Studios in the middle of them developing Vanguard, scrapped the project, and then made Treyarch put their game out instead, and then said, actually, you know what, Vanguard or fucking Sledgehammer, come back, make the game, and then they had to make it after the project got scrapped. I kind of forgive them for Vanguard, but we'll see, because it's gonna be, people have a sour taste in their mouth from fucking Black Ops 6, and then if Sledgehammer's game isn't good, Call of Duty's reputation is going to be in shambles if Battlefield ends up being good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if Activision was smart after seeing the hype of Battlefield, I think they would fucking take a breather year and really iron in shit. But instead, they're too cocky. So the CEO or whoever the fuck of Blizzard, he stated that he's not fucking worried at all. And he fucking should be.
True.
He really should be.
So the one thing I'll say though is that they're kind of taking a break, not necessarily the way you'd probably think of it, but they're on like a 5-year dev cycle now or something like that. So our next Infinity Ward game is actually a couple years away, even though it would traditionally be 2026. So I don't know who's doing next year's game. It might be fucking Sledgehammer again. Like they might drop Black Ops 7 and then start immediately working on the next DLC. So that's kind of
definitely just gonna really sink in their reputation being in the gutter.
True. So we'll see how that goes. And then, you know, Battlefield doesn't come out that often, and I feel like the last couple Battlefields have not been great. I got into Battlefield 3 when it was free on PlayStation, which was like, I don't know, a month before Battlefield 4 came out. And then Battlefield 4 was like one of the only titles on launch PS4. So everyone I know was playing that when PS4 came out. Or if it wasn't a launch title, it came out like right with the PS4 though. And then Battlefield 1 came out and everyone hopped to that because, oh, Battlefield 1, like Battlefield 4 was so good, and it was just not great. And then Battlefield 5 came out and it was just worse in every way, which kind of sucks because I liked Battlefield 4. And then 2042 came out. I might have 10 hours in that game.
Fun fact. So evidently 2042 had the second best first week sales in the series history, though it also faced high refund requests.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's interesting. That's really weird.
I don't know. Like I said, if they can keep the game balanced and in good condition after launch, they'll be sitting pretty. I also think it's funny that they're telling everyone, oh, we need secure boot to be on your PC because we're installing kernel level anti-cheat, right? And you know, it's the same kind of anti-cheat that Valorant uses and has been using. So it's interesting that they did that, and then immediately after that, Call of Duty was like, hey, let's do that too.
That is really fucking funny.
So I think they're a little hot under the collar, you know. They're acting like they're not, but I think they're worried a little bit.
Yeah, they fucking should be.
You know, he's cool, but his palms are sweaty, or however that goes.
Yeah, knees weak, arms, mom spaghetti.
Yeah, I got mom spaghetti on my fucking shirt one time. It sucked. Yeah, he opened a fucking ghost kitchen called Mom Spaghetti. Might not be a ghost kitchen, might be an actual restaurant.
I think it's an actual restaurant. He's been there like handing out his mom's spaghetti through the drive-thru.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which is kind of crazy.
Imagine
you go to get.
Except
we should go.
Except it's in Detroit, so we should not go. I enjoy living.
Nah, no, you don't.
You're right. Peace. Just fucking fades to black.
Exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. I have high hopes for Battlefield 6. I've always, once I got into Battlefield, I very much so started preferring that to COD, but none of my friends preferred Battlefield to COD, so like I kind of would just get it and like very casually play it. Battlefield's sick, and the last few have been not sick, and this one seems like it's gonna be sick. So we'll see.
I have a couple criticisms for it.
They're not valid though.
Yeah, they're mostly just nitpicks. One is they're like, hey, we brought destruction back, but like you can't just like topple any building. You can just like blow up walls for the most part. But only certain walls are destructible. So like if I have breach charges and I want to Rainbow Six through a wall and fucking blow a wall up and go through it, I can't.
Yeah, having dumbed down destruction is very silly. That was something you could always do in the older Battlefields, is level buildings.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is like you can, all the buildings have like a set destruction, so like once they're destroyed, they're always destroyed the same way, which from a balance perspective and like a uniform like experience, like that's kind of nice. But from playing older Battlefields and being able to just like completely destroy a building, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, and for those wondering, I don't think they're bringing building back. People always ask that for some reason, but I don't remember the building mechanic ever being that fun. But I mean, if you were into that, I'm sorry.
I don't think anyone knows. I mean, there definitely were people.
No,
People were always building in it, but that's silly.
now Jared and I followed some guy around one day, and he was just going around building all the sandbags and machine guns and shit, and then he would go back and repair them all, and we were just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he spent the entire match, he died a lot too, he spent the entire match just running around and fucking repairing and fucking building shit.
Absolutely hate them.
Yeah.
So speaking of Sony and Xbox, or Sony and Microsoft, I should say, this next topic is really funny to me to think about. So Bungie, which
Good old
was
Bungo.
purchased by Sony, has been under Sony, but Sony was giving them like lots of independence. And after Bungie's been missing all these deadlines and underperforming, Sony came out and said that they're going to start reining them in, and they're going to eventually be like completely under PlayStation Studios. And that's just so funny to think about, because Bungie started as a Microsoft company, got independent, needed help, Sony bought them, and then now is about to be like fully reined in.
It's a little more complicated than that, actually. They went independent from Microsoft, and they weren't independent for very long and quickly needed money, so they joined Activision. And Activision taught them how to fucking scam people from their money and boost engagement. And that's all they took away from Activision, was how to make a shit game and scam and boost engagement. And then after post Activision, they started stealing shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. And they're still stealing shit when they got purchased by Sony. So I'm pretty sure Sony's like, dog, you guys are you're fucking our reputation. We're not going to allow that. You are getting dismantled. Serves them right though, honestly. Fuck Bungie. I hate them. Fucking stupid bitches. Where the fuck is Marathon? Marathon's dead. You fucking killed Marathon by being retarded.
I was very much so looking forward to that, and I'm gonna hold my breath on that one.
Y'all had one job, and it was to not make Marathon dog shit, and then fucking out of nowhere, Embark is like, yo, we're making this other game called Arc Raiders. It's just like Marathon, but 10 times better. Oh, and it comes out at the same time. Oh, but you guys stole a bunch of shit and assets. Dude, that almost feels like an inside job at this point. Like, someone at Bungie was like, yo, let's put these stolen assets in here to just make the company crash and burn. And honestly,
what if it was?
Dude, if it ends up being an inside job, like, thank you, whoever did that.
That'd be so funny.
Dude. I don't know. It's just like, man, fuck those kids. Fucking stupid ass Bungie.
Fuck them kids.
They the new DLC came out. It's
Or fucking Destiny.
Yeah, it's critically underwhelming, and no one likes it. Daniel likes it, and I'm pretty sure he'll die defending Bungo.
I was gonna say, I thought he did like it.
He
That's
did.
funny.
Everyone hated it, and like, I've only been looking on like Twitter and Reddit, but like pretty much across the board unanimously, no one liked it. It reset everyone back to like ground zero, but then like the numbers don't matter, but then the numbers do matter, but then like everything's so convoluted and stupid, and they like made the menus fucking hard to navigate. I got on there the other day and I couldn't even figure out how to go to the tower.
Oh, they changed it that much? Damn.
Well, that menu exists still, but when you pull up the director, which is it's a directory, it's how you used to navigate, it pulls up a fucking thing of activities you might be interested in doing.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah, and so it has like Crucible, and you click Crucible, and it doesn't take you to the Crucible menu. It just puts you in matchmaking for some random Crucible game.
Crucible.
Yeah, you click story, and it throws you into a random story mission. Maybe it's the one you're on. Maybe it's some random one. I don't fucking know. I didn't click it. It's just like so stupid, and it's like, They brought momentum control back, which is like Daniel and my favorite game mode in the game. It's basically hardcore. You die instantly, you have no radar. We loved that because we just fry everybody because we get first shots and we're just better aim. So we just win, right? And I mean, we would still lose every game because skill-based matchmaking, but we would be extremely positive, right? And we had a lot of fun in that game mode. But when they had it the second week the DLC came out, Daniel couldn't find matches because one, there's skill-based matchmaking, so it was looking for people his skill level, but there wasn't a high enough population playing the game because to get to the menu to navigate to that game mode was 4 or 5 clicks.
Yeah, no one's gonna do that. They're gonna just click the second shit they see.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, you had to know you were looking for it to find it anyway. So
yeah,
they're just mismanaging everything, and this DLC, I guess, was not great. Like story wise, it was and it was just, I don't know. Sucks for them.
Bungo. Sony's like, y'all are fucking slacking. We're gonna rein y'all in. You suck.
And other surprising news though, Fortnite's new season just started.
We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite.
Yeah. And they have a red versus blue skin. They've got a blue and a red female Spartans. And
that's kind of cool.
They brought Master Chief back to the item shop.
Shout out Master Cheese.
Which he was a battle pass skin, I think. But even if he wasn't, you can buy his item shop version. So if you wanted Master Chief, you can get Master Chief. And so somehow Fortnite's doing Halo and doing it better than Bungo is doing their own fucking game.
Color me shocked. So that's it for gaming related topics.
Hell yeah.
Dave Bautista was cast in the Highlander reboot.
Great. As who?
As the villain.
Oh.
Which is sick. Yeah, so who Clancy Brown played in the original, that is who Bautista will be playing.
Okay.
Which is really fucking sick. He actually has acting chops, which he was a wrestler, and most of the wrestlers that tried getting into acting fucking sucked. Like John Cena was I guess technically The Rock. The Rock was the first one. John Cena followed and tried really getting into acting.
To be fair, I think they're all actors. John Cena's also made music, which I think he was incredibly more successful with. Maybe not successful with, but his music was a lot better than his acting.
Yeah, he's not a good actor, I don't think. I mean, I haven't seen him in anything great. He has a movie on Amazon right now, where he plays the fucking president of the US.
John Cena?
And Idris Elba is playing the prime minister.
Hell yeah.
Which, like, that's a good casting. I mean, I don't know. John Cena's charismatic. And like, he's not terrible. He's better than The Rock. I'll give him that. He's better than the fucking Rock.
I'd rather look at him than The Rock, honestly.
Whoa. Nah, same though. It's because John Cena's not bald. That's why.
Yeah. What about fucking Triple H and Kurt Angle?
Exactly.
Those kids are bald.
Two balds in a pod. So.
Or Big Show.
But Bautista has got the fucking acting chops.
What other wrestlers have tried to act?
Kane got into acting.
No, you know who was the first wrestler to act? It actually wasn't The Rock. It was Macho
Hogan?
Man, Randy Savage.
Well, Hulk Hogan was in one of the Rocky movies, wasn't he?
He might have been. Yeah, he might have been actually. But
yeah, I think he was in one of the Rocky movies, and then Macho Man, because I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
The way he does 3 is really weird too.
Yeah.
No one in the world does 3 like this that I can think of.
So, ironically, that is in Inglourious Bastards how they were able to tell.
True.
That he was not
because
Americans
do
German.
3. Americans do 3 like this, and Germans do it like that.
Yeah.
Because you count with your thumb first. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. Sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm getting like more and more hype for that Highlander reboot. I like Henry Cavill too. I think he's a pretty solid actor. So
There's gonna
Bautista.
there's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see them next to each other because I think they're about the same height. But Bautista might be like maybe an inch taller, but he might actually be shorter too.
At the same time?
Yeah. So Bautista is 6'4", and I think Henry Cavill is 6'3".
Damn.
Henry Cavill height. Oh, he's 6'1". My bad. He's 6'1". So there's 2 inches between them. This kid can't fucking math for shit. There's 3 inches between them.
I'll show you 3 inches.
3 inches is a lot. Don't let any woman tell you different, or man.
Yeah, we don't discriminate here. So yeah, I don't know. I probably would have seen that anyways. But Bautista playing the villain is fucking sick. He was in, I think, my favorite role I've seen him in. I mean, he's good as Drax, but he played a really interesting side character in Blade Runner that got fucking 0 screen time, basically. But the like 2 minutes he was there, I was fucking fully captivated.
Hell yeah.
And it sucks. I feel like he ends up getting villain roles like almost exclusively, other than Drax.
Guardians. Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, he still knocks it out of the park.
Maybe it's because he's got fucking tattoos all over his body. I don't know.
True. And he's bald.
If anyone doesn't think that he's not a good actor, but you've seen Guardians 2, sorry, if you've seen Infinity War, just remember that he ad-libbed the line, "I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?"
Oh, that was ad-libbed? That's funny.
Yeah, he ad-libbed that.
That is really funny.
Yeah.
He also is just a...
What?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So he's also just a fucking, like, morally good person. When James Gunn got fired by Marvel, he actually was straight up like, I'm not returning for Guardians unless y'all hire him back. And he like spearheaded the rehiring of James Gunn for that movie. Which was just like, he's an actor and it's Disney. So to like stand in defiance against one of the biggest companies in the game is just fucking ballsy. Like, that could have ruined his career.
True.
But it was the right thing to do, and he did it. And that just speaks well for his character. And speaking of him being bald and being a villain, he's also bald, so obviously I'm more drawn to him anyways.
Yeah, so name a wrestler that isn't bald.
I can't.
Exactly.
They're all bald.
Does Booker T still have hair?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh yeah, he does.
Rey Mysterio doesn't. He's bald.
God damn. Logan Paul has hair.
For now.
True enough.
What were you about to say?
I don't remember.
Get fucked. Freakier Friday has been setting some records, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. Honestly.
Not only that, but it's a how many years ago sequel? What? They've been doing a lot.
Fucking 22 or something?
Dude,
Didn't the original come out in 2003?
I feel like they've been doing a lot of shit like that lately. They're like, hey, let's make a sequel for a film that came out 2 decades ago.
Yeah. Freaky Friday came out in 2003, so it is a 22 year.
Baby.
Yeah, that's. They are doing that a lot. We should compile a list of like all the movies they've done
Does
that
it still
with.
have Lindsay Lohan in it?
It does.
Hell yeah.
She finally got clean and is
Oh no, after she got her fucking Oprah show or whatever, she was fine.
Oprah show.
Yeah, she had a fucking show on the Oprah network.
Don't nobody give a fuck about OWN.
That's fine. You don't have to give a fuck about it. But I'm saying, like, Lindsay Lohan had her own show on that, and she was like fine then. Like, she like cleaned her shit up already.
What was her show called? And what was it about?
Brother, I don't fuck. That's you know all that I know.
Hell yeah. Dude, the fucking I don't even remember what
Hell yeah,
movie it
and
was.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
But she was in a movie. Lindsay Lohan was in a movie with Danny Trejo, and she was topless, like in a hot spring with him, and made out with him.
Hell yeah!
But that was like in the middle of her fucking being an addict. And I was just like, dude, I was like fucking 10 years old or something when I watched that too. And I was like, brother, this bitch is scuffed.
That was in Machete. And you were not 10 when that came out.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Apparently. Maybe they worked together prior to that, but that's the only thing I can find that they were in together.
Huh. That makes sense. I was wondering if it was Machete, but I didn't think it was. Yeah, I wasn't 10. Sorry, I was 13.
True.
Yeah, I was like, brother, what the fuck? Because Danny Trejo is not an attractive man. So kudos to her.
I mean, did he and Salma Hayek have a scene in Dusk Before Dawn or From Dusk Till Dawn or whatever the fuck? Were they made out?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but I feel like they had some sort of scene where they were interacting together and had just fucking, you can call me jealous, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a wet dream you keep having.
True. I'll just have a wet dream about fucking Salma Hayek and Danny Trejo making out, dude. His little fucking belt penis gun. His pee-pee gun.
Same.
Have you seen that movie? You have. You had to have seen it.
Yeah, a hot ass minute ago, though. A hot ass minute ago.
That's Rodriguez too, I think, actually.
So, Freakier Friday has a 93% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the highest in Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan's careers, which is kind of cool. Which it's 250 plus verified ratings, so you know that could always change. But that is also a lot of ratings.
Yeah,
and for it to still be that high too. At the time of the article that I got this from, it was actually at 94. It did dip 1%. I double checked before I wrote it.
Still,
and it's also sitting at a 73% score with critics, with 136 reviews, which isn't bad. It's not that far from being certified fresh either. I think 80% and above is certified fresh. I think
something like that.
I don't know. Ratings are kind of like fucking whatever. Like there's some really good movies that I like that have low scores, and there's some movies that I do not like that have high scores. So
name a movie that has a low score.
What?
Name a movie that's got a low score that you like.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think that's a movie. I mean, it probably is actually.
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm gonna have to fucking check.
Army of Darkness, maybe. Have you seen that?
My favorite movie.
But have you seen that?
No, I do own it in 4K though.
You should watch it. Well, have you seen Evil Dead 2?
No, but I also own that in 4K.
You should watch both of those fucking movies, kid.
You're not my dad.
Yes, I am.
Should that be the next thing we watch party?
Maybe.
We could.
Evil Dead is still to this day one of the scariest fucking monsters, I think. because you never see it. It's just the camera. The camera is the Evil Dead. You never see it.
Oh yeah, it's always like a fucking. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's true.
Some girl gets raped by a tree. All the smut girlies are into that.
I think
in the remake that also happens.
Or
the remake sequel. So the weirdest thing is Evil Dead 2 is a remake sequel. And then the one that came out recently is also like a remake sequel.
True.
The Evil Dead world is just kind of weird.
Evil Dead 2 is almost sort of kind of like a redo though, as opposed to like a remake, which is basically the same word, but it's like they change a couple of scenes for it to be a sequel. And then the one that came out in I think 2013, that was like just a remake. And they also didn't have an Ash.
True.
Which was interesting, which I feel like was a good call. That movie was okay, but then Evil Dead Rise, which just came out like I think in 2024. It might have been 2023, but either way, that was actually pretty fucking solid, and it was pretty fucking creepy.
I don't know, but I'm glad that those movies exist because I don't think Cabin in the Woods would exist otherwise.
That was a fucking weird movie.
It was a good movie. I couldn't stop laughing, dude. It was so funny.
I'm trying to think of a fucking movie that has a low score that I do like.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I bet that has a high score, actually.
Probably.
I bet it does.
It actually
it has a 66%. Never mind. It doesn't.
There you go. Matrix Revolutions. And I might just like that because of nostalgia. But that has a 33%.
That's the third one, right?
That is the third one.
That one
it was objectively the worst one. Yeah.
That one sucked.
But
I just remember,
dude, so hold on. Here's the issue though. Resurrections has a 63%, which was the one that came out in 2021. That should not be the case. Resurrections is definitely a lot fucking worse than Revolutions. So that's silly.
Damn. The only scene I can really remember clearly from Revolutions is when those like flying aliens are coming into like the like big dome room they're in, and that one kid's
They're
in like
called Sentinels.
I don't fucking remember, that shit was forever ago. And the fucking one kid gets in like the fucking power loader thing that from Alien or whatever.
Oh, dude, it did look just like that. That's true. Whoa. Batman Under the Red Hood has 100%.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Also, Jensen Ackles voices someone in that. Oh. He voices the Red Hood. That's
Hell
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh. Okay, dude. So it has 100% with only 10 reviews.
No.
But the popcorn meter is 92% with 10,000.
Well, that's pretty good.
So that is pretty good. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I might just have to stick with Matrix. I know there's something else though.
It doesn't really matter that much, but
it does.
It was just I just wanted to like grill you because you're like, oh, dude, and some of the movies I really like have low scores.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done. By the way,
hardly. Ketchup flavored smoothie. Would you ever try this?
Fuck no, dude. Fuck no.
Really?
Fuck no. I don't even like ketchup, brother.
But tomatoes are fruit.
I don't give a fuck what they are. I don't like fucking ketchup. I like tomatoes.
Oh, I didn't ask you to fuck it. I just asked you to try the smoothie.
I don't like ketchup. I like tomatoes.
Do you like Tommy's toes?
This is my 13th reason.
Damn, I'll give you 13 more.
If Tommy's a girl, sure. Love her toes.
Smoothie King is releasing a ketchup smoothie for a limited
Ta-da!
time
This is what it looks like.
at exactly for a limited time at select locations. So it's going to be at locations in New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Denver, and Miami. I don't know why specifically those. I wonder if that's like some weird thing where it's like those
I'm going to
are
Denver to try it.
corporate stores or something like that. Seems really weird. Or do they just for some reason think a ketchup smoothie would be popular there? I don't know. That's weird.
And maybe those are the test markets. I don't know.
It could be test market.
Partnered with Heinz, by the way. A ketchup smoothie, dog.
It sounds scary, but I would try it.
What's in there? Like, if it's just like there happens to be like tomatoes in there, like maybe. But if they're putting ketchup in a smoothie, like what the fuck?
Sweet acai sorbet, apple juice,
Okay,
plump
apple juice.
strawberries, tart raspberries, and Heinz Simply Ketchup. Yeah,
That's not
there
even
is evidently actually ketchup. Yeah,
That's not even the Simply Ketchup's not even the fucking actual Heinz ketchup. Like the standard one that you get at like McDonald's. The Simply
that's the one that
Ketchup
has
is like it's got like no high fructose corn syrup or something in it.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be better for you. I don't know.
mean, if it's a smoothie place, I guess they're trying to be like health conscious or whatever. Ketchup is such a weird pick. It's like,
yeah,
they're like, hey, what could we make a smoothie out of? And there's choices like, I don't know, fucking Nutella or peanut butter or fucking almond butter or cookie butter.
yeah, but that's been done before.
But yeah, or there's fuck, dude. I don't know. Put some dude. I don't think I can judge it. I have made some vile, disgusting fucking smoothies in my time. I was making some superfood smoothies at one point that had spinach in them and they had blueberries and bananas, which that's kind of normal, right?
Yeah.
And then I put fucking pickled ginger and turmeric and almond powder. Almond powder's kind of normal, but Greek yogurt. It was a kind of like I put something in there. I don't remember what it was, but it was spicy. And it was garlic. It was garlic.
Ginger.
Nah, it was garlic and ginger. I put both of those in there. Yep. Raw garlic, pickled ginger. Boy,
I bet your
oh boy.
fucking breath was stank, son.
I don't know. I didn't smell my own breath, but god damn, those were fucking hard to drink. By the end of them, I was like, please just shoot me, dude. This is not worth it.
Yeah, I fucking bet.
Yeah, I should have put some fucking ketchup in there, honestly, dude.
Yeah. Tomatoes are rich in vitamins and antioxidants, so yeah, maybe you should have.
Yeah, they're also part of the nightshade family. Fun fact.
If that is a fun fact. If there was one close to me, I would maybe try one.
It's same. I would try it just to say I did.
Yeah. The thought of it's like really grossing me out. Mostly because like I'm in my head, I'm thinking you're drinking ketchup, and that's not what it's gonna be like at all.
I mean, we could just make our own.
It's really hard. Ugh.
They have the ingredients. Don't you have a blender?
I do.
Let's make our own. Speaking of blenders, this is not related to blenders at all. I turned the light on in the kitchen last night, and there's a big ass fucking spider in it.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care.
And I saw it, and I was like, don't you fucking move, bitch. Let me go get something to smash you. And I moved to walk out of the room to get something, and it went under the fridge.
Yep. Time to burn the house down.
Time to burn the house down, dude.
Crumbl review.
Oh shit. Review first. Well, let's do the review first, and we'll do the reveal after.
Okay, true. I don't think we've been doing a review per se the last couple. Well, I guess a little bit.
Last week we sort of did.
Yeah. I need to fucking see the history again real quick.
I have to apologize first of all. I totally meant to get the Biscoff lava cookie and the fucking chocolate chip cookie.
If you check the day, there's a chance you might get lucky and they still have some leftovers.
Well, I was gonna get it, and I remembered this morning. I was like, oh shit, I was gonna get those Crumbl cookies, and then I was like, oh fuck, it's Sunday. So,
Oh fuck, it's too late.
Yeah.
So the cinnamon scone actually ended up being pretty fucking good. I did like it. That mallow sandwich cookie, not that good at all.
Damn.
Like, it was edible, but not a huge fan. The Biscoff lava, fucking mint. So good, dude. I love it so much.
Did you end up getting like 40 of them kids?
I did end up getting 4 of them kids. I
said
ended up
40,
getting
but-
Brooke. Yeah, I just took off the 0. I ended up getting Brooke a banana, like the chocolate covered banana one. She really liked it.
I kind of wanted to try that one too, actually. You should have tried it too, see if it kills you.
Yeah, good idea.
You should have had like 7 of them. You should have just kept eating them until they did kill you.
Damn. I could have had a bite and it would have been okay. I will say though, it doesn't take much at all for that shit to really affect me. I had a very bitter reminder. I guess it's probably been like a year ago now. Or am I? There's a new like acai smoothie place in our mall.
Okay.
What the fuck's that called?
A smoothie place. Smoothie King even.
No. But anyways, we tried one and Playa Bowls. That's what it is. We just had a Playa Bowls open up in our mall, which is like a New Jersey company.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this actually.
And Brooke and I got a smoothie, and she wasn't thinking and I wasn't paying attention, but it had banana in it. And I had a few sips. And I was like, man, my fucking stomach's hurting. And then she started thinking about it. And she was like, oh. And like right when she said, oh, I was like, there's banana in it. But dude, it was, I mean, even if I drink the whole smoothie, like realistically, how much banana's in it, you know?
A whole banana.
But I didn't even drink the whole smoothie. I had, I think 4 or 5 sips by the time it started bothering me.
So you said you had 4 or 5 banana sips.
Yeah.
Cut a banana to, I don't know how many sips you would take to finish it, but you probably ate like 1/8 of a banana.
Probably not even 1/8.
It was probably like 1/8.
I'll show you 1/8.
That's a very average size for those wondering. Don't let any women or men tell you otherwise.
Exactly. Yeah, was not a fan of that. Was not a fan of bananas affecting me. However, I'm also not a fan of this lineup this week.
Oh, brother, this line sucks. Oh, this is supposed to be like, oh, brother, this guy stinks, but whatever, it's fun.
Yeah, it just, there's no like, nothing really drawing me in.
Oh yeah, dude. There's stuff drawing you in. You want the fucking. Well, let's show it and then talk about it. We're starting off strong with the worst cookie on their fucking shit. The semi-sweet chocolate chunk cookie, which if you're at my store, it's just a chocolate chip cookie with an egregious amount of fucking salt in one spot.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That cookie you got was so embarrassing.
We got the Carlotta de Limon icebox cake. Interesting. This is their first time doing a icebox cake, I think.
Yeah.
Which is
what the fuck does that even mean, by the way?
It's a fucking cheesecake related thing. Like a what are they called? I always want to call them truffles, but they're not truffles. They're try. I don't know. Something. Maybe it is called a truffle. Hold on. Truffle's a mushroom though.
True.
A truffle, a trifle cake. I don't fucking know, dude.
Don't trifle with me, boy.
Actually, it's called a trifle. Okay, how trifling?
Oh,
It's called a trifle. Okay. Anyways, this is a collab with Maria's Gamesa. I don't think I said that right at all, but this is a Mexican company that makes cookies.
yeah, they are.
And I'm sorry, they don't make cookies, they make galletas. Anyways, moving on.
Cockies.
Yeah. We got peanut butter pretzel brownie, which I'll hold my tongue for now. We got a strawberry skillet cookie. I don't think these skillet cookies are ever good, but go off, King. We got the birthday cake cookie, which I just wish they would fucking completely stop putting sprinkles on goddamn fucking everything. We got the chocolate cookies and cream cookie.
Well, this makes sense because it's a birthday cake cookie.
I don't fucking like sprinkles, dog. But
Then don't get the fucking cookie.
I'm not. We got a chocolate cookies and cream cookie, which last time they had this, it didn't look spectacular. It doesn't look spectacular this time either.
It was mediocre. I got one.
And then we got a dulce de leche cookie, which they've done a dulce de leche cake, which was pretty good. They've also done a tres leches cake, which is pretty good. I am curious how this is going to play out because this looks kind of good. But it kind of also just looks like it's a biscochito with some fucking chocolate on top.
So this week has 3 brand new things. The peanut butter pretzel brownie, the Carlotta de Limon, and the strawberry skillet cookie. All 3 of those are brand new items.
Hell yeah. So let's start with the fucking peanut butter pretzel brownie. Pretzels are fine. Chocolate covered pretzels are fine. Brownies are fine. Pretzel covered brownies, on the other hand, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just very busy. It's very busy.
Also, like, they have like this obsession where like they have a topping and they put like a full like whole size topping on it, and then they take a couple more and just like fucking crush them and throw it on there like aggressively, it seems like. And I kind of don't fuck with that. It looks
well.
messy.
There's caramel on this, by the way.
Yeah,
randomly.
There's caramel on it and some fucking mousse, which is peanut butter mousse. Which, you know, whatever. Like, but like, what do we have going on here? We have a rich and gooey brownie baked on a crunchy. Huh? This kid can't read or speak. A crunchy
pretzel crust.
Thank you. So we've got a brownie and a pretzel crust, and now we got peanut butter mousse, and then we got caramel and some fucking pretzels. Like, there's so much going on with this fucking cookie. Stop. That's enough slices.
That is enough slices.
The strawberry skillet cookie, skillet cookies in and of themselves are usually pretty good. I don't know how they keep fucking these up, and I wish they would stop. Because have you ever been to BJ's?
No, I will not give you a BJ Rock.
Well, I go there every year for Father's Day because they give me a free mug, a free beer glass.
Don't skillet cookies technically have ice cream? I thought it was usually, like a cookie and ice cream.
Yeah, usually you serve them with ice cream, and generally they're pretty good. Granted, you want to eat them warm. Obviously, they come off the fucking skillet or whatever. But this is an interesting one because it's a graham cracker cookie, and then they top it with their fucking mousse, which I think every week I say, get that butter shit off my cookie because I just don't. I don't fuck with that shit. And then they put some strawberries on it, which, like, you know, whatever. What if they did like maraschino cherries instead, dude? I think that would be better.
Well, so it looks like the same fucking gooey shit on top as it normally is, but it says they're calling it mousse with this particular skillet cookie, and normally it's their buttercream. I think. Yeah,
it's buttercream. Yeah, I don't know. The fucking who knows? Maybe
So
it
that's
is different,
interesting.
but anyways, it's filled with strawberry jam. So the thing is once you cut that cookie in half, there's strawberry jam in there, and I don't know if I fuck with that. I don't like
I don't know
surprises
if I
like
fuck with
that.
that either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like surprises like that. And as far as jam goes, strawberry is one of the not great ones.
True.
You got like grape on top, obviously, and then I like marmalade under that.
What about an apricot?
That's also marmalade.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like orange or apricot marmalade. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably fine if you're. To me, it screams like basic bitch. Like if you're a basic bitch with your fucking like your scrunchie and your fucking. I guess scrunchies
I
are
just
kind of
don't
out
want
right
my
now, but
cookie
like
to bust all over my face, and I feel like you're gonna bite into that, and it's gonna bust all over your face.
it's jam, so jam's not very viscous, so it's not gonna bust all over your face, but it might be a little messy. But I don't know. It just screams basic bitch. Like if you're a fucking like a hygienist at a fucking dentist office and you have a fucking what are those water bottles? Like a Yeti water bottle, or what the fuck is that other one that people always have?
Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley. I was thinking of Hydro Flask, I think, but you know, you have one of those. You're just like fucking super basic. This is a perfect cookie for you. I personally don't fuck with it. And then the last new one is the fucking icebox dessert layered with crunchy Maria's Gamesa cookies. And I've had those cookies. Calling them cookies is almost disingenuous. I would say they are a
Wait,
cookie.
you went backwards. We already went over that one.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about it because we're talking about the new cookies. And I said, let's start with the peanut butter one.
That's gross.
I don't know. Anyways, this is like yes, they're cookies. So you're putting a cookie on a cookie. It's not a cookie. It's a fucking cheesecake adjacent fucking thing. A trifle or whatever. I'm sure you haven't had those cookies, and I like I said, I would hesitate to call them cookies. Do you know what a digestive biscuit is?
No.
Okay, well, that's like what cookies are. They call them biscuits in like the UK, and they have digestives, which are like, I don't know, it's a cookie, yeah, but like it's like an old person cookie. Like not like a good old person cookie either. It's like you go to grandma's house and she hands you some shit and it turns to dust, and you're not sure if it turned to dust because it's older because it's supposed to do that. Like they're not very sweet cookies, and like they're closer to crackers, honestly, like sweet crackers or something.
Okay.
So, which is probably fine, but I don't know. It is that way, and then they put a lime on it because nothing says Mexican like limes. I guess I don't fucking know, dude.
Exactly. That's what I always say.
I think those cookies, without looking it up, just off the top of my head, I think they're like a vanilla flavor, but I can look it up real quick, and we can find out. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about the cookies?
No. I think that's it. They all look pretty mid. We only have 2 free games this week, but I'll go over next week's as well. So we have a 112 Operator and Road Redemption. Those are free now until August 14th.
Vanilla.
So make sure you
cracker.
fucking click.
True. And I actually looked at them. Is it 112 Operator? 211?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is.
112.
That looked kind of But Road Redemption, I didn't realize this. There was a game I used to love playing on Sega Genesis called Road Rash, where you ride motorcycles and you hit the other drivers with weapons and shit.
Is this a sequel to that?
A spiritual successor, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. But like that game was always kind of hard because it's a racing game and you could get knocked off your motorcycle and then you would have to run up the fucking track and find your bike and get
Oh
on.
damn.
Yeah, so you'd like if you got knocked off, you basically fucking lost. But as you got further in, people would have weapons and you could like take weapons from your opponents. They had like nunchucks and like chains and fucking bats and shit. It was fucking sick. It was a sick game.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, so that game might be kind of sick. Might be.
Could be. Yeah, might be. We'll see.
I mean, I probably won't even play it, but it used to be sick, so you know, maybe it still is.
And starting from August 14th until August 21st, we have Hidden Folks and Totally Reliable Delivery Service.
Hell yeah. Shout out UPS. I mean, Amazon.
Exactly. I mean FedEx.
Yeah, got them all. Let's just check them off. We forgot DHL.
True, because fuck DHL.
Yeah, and USPS. Did you know that USPS has a monopoly on letters?
I did not know that. Did you know it?
Yeah, I did actually. You can't send letters through UPS or FedEx. As a letter, anyway. You can send a letter, but you have to send it as like media mail of some sort.
Boy, that's lame as hell.
True. Or you have to put your letter in the package. I don't know. What was the first one?
Hidden Folks.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they are folks that are hidden.
What do you mean by that?
They are folks that are not easily seen.
What do you mean by that?
Shut the fuck up.
Is that like
hey,
when I turn the lights off?
Exactly.
Okay.
You know who they should have cast in Highlander?
Who?
Will Poulter.
Dude, I was gonna let you go the whole episode without bringing up Will Poulter.
No, we have to.
It's a fucking tradition, dude.
Exactly.
He's been in sword fighting movies before. He would be a good pick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They should also put Andy Serkis.
Who do you want him to play? All the parts?
I want him to play guy with bagpipes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What dude? They should have cast Mel Gibson, dude.
Yeah.
He's already done a role almost exactly like that. Technically, he wasn't Scottish, though. He was an Englishman.
Sure he was.
Sure he was what?
Exactly. Will Poulter's not acting in that much coming up. He just has 4 upcoming projects.
Damn, that's like nothing at all.
Yeah.
What a lame-o loser. He's fucking blacklisted. Hollywood hates him.
Mm-hmm. Ever since his portrayal and everything, because Rock keeps casting him and everything.
I think he would be good in some of the things I said he'd be good in. I don't remember what I said he'd be good in, but
I don't think you actually think though.
Some of them I did think that. I voted him for some superhero, but he's already Adam Warlock, so
yeah, Adam Warcock.
I don't even think he's a good Adam Warlock either, actually.
Let's call it there.
All right. It was episode 20. You say the second part.
No.
Okay.
Episode 20.
It's, yeah. No. Episode 20
of
Between
a Rock.
Episode 20.
Yeah. Between a Rock and an episode 20.
Exactly.
Episode 20 of Between a Rock and a Bald Spot.
Thank you.